the biggest crowd of the year assembled at Arlington Park. The attraction is the world's richest thoroughbred race, the Budweiser Million, 1.25 miles over the turf. Let's take a look now at the post parade, and we'll get individual comments on each horse, beginning with Aaron's Isle.
This horse finished 6th last year in the Budweiser Million. He's proved that he can tote the weight, go the distance. He had trouble last out.
Well, Tolomeo, ridden by fine English jockey Pat Edery, actually, I think, has one of the better chances of the foreign invaders. His only really bad race was in an absolute peat fog in the Derby at Epsom. He ran 9th. His other races on fast strips, he's been all right. He's been close in some graded races, and the drier the strip gets, the better his trainer likes it.
Dave, how about the mare, Hush Deer, with Jacinto Vasquez aboard?
The ERA can unite behind this miss because she can do it. An impressive record in 19 career starts. She's been in the money 17 of those 19 times. She has a lot of class. Hall of Fame trainer Elliot Birch has her razor sharp.
Nijinsky's Secret, Axe.
Nijinsky's Secret, trained by young Kent Sterling. This does appear to be the speed of the race, but what's a big race like this without a good medical mystery? This horse has reportedly been coughing for 2 days. Kent Sterling denies it. Other trainers swear it's true. We'll see if it affects him.
When Perot won the Budweiser Million a year ago, Be My Native was second, Axe.
Be My Native, ridden by the great Lester Piggott. That's always a help to a horse. And this horse, his form in England isn't that great. He may be one of the few residents of the British Isles who likes the summer at Arlington Park.
If any horse needs no introduction, it would be the next, John Henry.
I wonder by the time old John is 12 if we'll run out of superlatives for him. You look for signs of age in the paddock as he comes out on the track. You can spy a few gray hairs in the tail. Doesn't seem to be anything old about the head or the heart. Still the one to beat.
And finally, Pete, the Noble Player.
The Noble Player, owned by Robert Sangster, one of the most powerful men in world racing, and ridden by a familiar face. The Triple Crown winner on a firm, now one of the leading riders in England for the last several years. Everybody out there will recognize Steve Cawthon's return.
All right, Pete, we have asked some top handicappers, racing experts from around the world, for their opinions about this year's Budweiser Million. And let's listen to some of those thoughts as post-time approaches.
Old horses like John Henry are not supposed to win these big races, but he's one of a kind, and he's training so well that all the trainers and jockeys in the race know that John Henry is the one they all have to beat.
The winner of the Budweiser Million figures to be a horse from California, but I don't think it will be John Henry. Aaron's Isle, he's going to win today.
Just because the grass could be soft and tiring, I took 4 swamp runners and put them in the OTB exacta. Aaron's Isle, Hush Deer, Majesty's Prince, and Thunder Puddles.
Calendar might indicate that John Henry is 8 years old, but he's not acting like it, and he's training brilliantly. And additionally, as far as the tactics of the race are concerned, there's no speed to get in his way, and I just can't see anybody beating him.
Despite a sentimental attachment for John Henry, while Aaron's Isle is regarded as the stronger half of the entry, I like the Wonder.
John Henry looks and acts like he's going to win, and if he gets a slow pace, he can control the race and probably win it. But he's not much of a bargain at short odds, so I'm picking the mare, Hush Deer.
Well, I think the European horses must be the value. Tolomeo was just about as good a horse as the Wonder was in Europe last season, but at 20 to 1, he might not just be value, he could be a steal.
How can we try to beat John Henry with his big heart? The best long shot in the race to pick him second, Majesty's Prince. Aaron's Isle should get up third, but I don't care too much for the European horses. John Henry really is big-hearted.
John Henry's a horse with a lot of natural speed, but he also makes it easy for a rider to conserve that speed. He rates very nicely, and he's run in all different types of races. He can go to the front, come from just off, or come from way back. And I look for another couple horses in the race to show speed. Nijinsky's Secret's got some speed, and I think Trevita might show a little speed today, too.
2 to 1 on the Charlie Whittingham entry of Aaron's Isle and the Wonder. Rossi Gold holds at 18, even though he is such a favorite here in the Chicago area. Muscatite is 23. Trevita is 40, as is Tolomeo. Hush Deer now down to 20 to 1. The 7-horse Nijinsky's Secret is at 10. Thunder Puddles at 13. Be My Native, ridden by the great Lester Piggott, hoping that will improve his chances here today, 20 to 1. Majesty's Prince down a bit to 10. John Henry holds at 7 to 5, and the field, Bold Run, and the Noble Player with Steve Cawthon, 30 to 1.
There are 6 extra starters on the gate today, a full crew of 12 handlers to get these horses in the gate, 6 more than usual. Some of them a little anxious, I guess, because of the magnitude of this race. Tolomeo's giving them a bit of a trouble now. He is the number 5 horse. He's the horse that accidentally got left out of his post position here. He's now in the gate. A little bit nervous, but he seems to be standing still now. Hush Deer, the 6th horse, is now going in, number 6. Nijinsky's Secret, number 7, as I was saying, he usually lathers quite a bit today. He doesn't seem to be. I don't know if that's a good or bad sign for that horse. And we have horse number 8, Thunder Puddles. Excuse me, horse number 12 is going into post position 8. That's Bold Run, the $40,000 supplement. He certainly looks like he's ready to get the $40,000. There goes number 8, Thunder Puddles. We have the Noble Player. This is a long shot from Europe. Going in behind him very, very nicely is Be My Native. This horse is just fine. And Tony, I think maybe now you ought to take over. They're ready to go.
Probably the handicappers have had their say, but now it's up to these 14 magnificent thoroughbreds here. And looking down the magnificently groomed Arlington Park stretch, we see the Wonder going into the gate. They're off. And on the inside, Rossi Gold. On the outside, Muscatite, Nijinsky's Secret, John Henry, middle of the course, and Tolomeo as they come by the stand. Nijinsky's Secret, Tolomeo along the inside, Muscatite in 3rd, John Henry 4th, and Bold Run in between horses is 5th. Thunder Puddles next racing in 6th, Travita on the inside 7th, Aaron's Isle is 8th, Hush Deer now 9th, Rossi Gold back to 10th, the Noble Player is 11th. Be My Native next, and then comes the Wonder, followed by Majesty's Prince as they swing round the first turn. And it's Nijinsky's Secret showing the early foot in front by a length, with John Henry right there in 2nd. Tolomeo is 3rd by a half. Bold Run is 4th, Muscatite 5th by a head. Thunder Puddles is 6th, and Hush Deer 7th. The Wonder on the outside is 8th, Aaron's Isle next racing in 9th. The Noble Player is 10th. Travita on the inside, Be My Native. Then Rossi Gold, Majesty's Prince continues 14th as they approach the half-mile fall. It's Nijinsky's Secret, John Henry right there on the outside. Bold Run, Tolomeo right there. Next is Thunder Puddles and Hush Deer up on the outside. It's Nijinsky's Secret a half. John Henry, Hush Deer in 3rd. Tolomeo on the inside is 4th. Thunder Puddles right there in 5th. Bold Run is 6th. Aaron's Isle on the outside is 7th. They move now to the top of the straight. Nijinsky's Secret has the lead. John Henry on the outside is next. The mare Hush Deer is 3rd, and Tolomeo. They approach the furlong pole. Nijinsky's Secret, there's Tolomeo on the inside. John Henry on the outside, 3 of them across the course. Final 60, Tolomeo on the inside, and John Henry at the wire. Tolomeo wins it. It's Tolomeo, John Henry next, Nijinsky's Secret right there. Running time on the board, 2:04 and 2.
Tolomeo, Gruff Scott picked him. We talked that he would love the hard course here. His only bad race in Europe was on a soft one. Well, he did love it, and he had to hold off John Henry, a tremendous charge by Johnny. It almost looked like a rerun of the first million. The difference was, this time, by inches, John Henry didn't get up.
And so it looks like John Henry is going to get the place spot, and Nijinsky's Secret's going to hold for the show, but unofficially, it's Tolomeo, the 3-year-old, bred in Ireland and raced in Italy, unofficially taking the Budweiser Million. Did you believe that you could win the Arlington, the Budweiser?
And Pat Edery, and these are the confirmed American return odds. First, Tolomeo, 38.2 to 1. These are the American system. It's different to ours, hence the rather strange-looking odds. John Henry is second. He was the 7-5 favorite with the